What's going on, y'all? Jason over here at Cog-Hill Farm. Well, we're fixing to have to move these Rhode Island Reds, you know, Brooke's babies that she's got. These are going to eventually be our egg layers that are going to provide some nutritious food for our family, because there's nothing like fresh farm eggs. But they're just getting too big for the brooder we got, and we're going to have to move them. But we don't want them to free range in the area where the rest of the chickens, because our plan is to put them in the Cog-Hill school bus and move them around on our pasture out in the front over on the left hand side of our property and just be our egg layers. Our other chickens are just getting long in the tooth or long in the beak, and they're just older hens. They're not laying that much. And then a lot of them are just pretty breeds. They're not really egg laying breeds. So that is the reason that we got the 12 Rhode Island Reds. We want them to provide a good source of food for our family because we absolutely love fresh eggs. And that was our plan all along when we built the school bus, was to make it a movable coop for the farm. That way our chickens can be on fresh ground when it's time to be. I don't know how often we're gonna have to move it. We'll figure all that out once we get started doing it. Right now our issue is that we got these chickens, they're no longer babies anymore. They're about juveniles now. They're not near egg laying age, but they need to get out of this brooder. So this is our plan. Let me go show you. We are experiencing quite a weather change here. Probably, I guess the whole country probably is. What's up, y'all? Hey, a little bit. PITs. Tommy. You wanna come in a little bit? Come on. There you go, girl. How you guys doing? Goodness. Y'all want some scratch? Y'all want some scratch this morning? We gotta get y'all some more scratch. Yeah, we do. There y'all go. Hey, Imogene, Goat, Redneck, Corny, Cheryl, April, Felix, Phyllis. There's Wilhelmina. There's Fancy. See all you guys. Bandit. I love Bandit. Ain't she pretty? You're a pretty girl, Bandit. And especially you, Cheryl. All right. Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Timmy. There is. That's the boy. Don't have a name for him yet. But remember, if you missed our last video, we got the DNA test results back. That's the boy, 64, and that's the girl. And that's their mama, Ozella. And there's Miss Lewis. All right, let's go show everybody what I'm talking about. So if you don't know, this is the Cog County school bus. And you can see it's got wheels on it. This thing is movable. We can move it with a tractor with no problem, right? Okay. Come on, Rhonda, tell me, show them what we're talking about here. Well, good morning, Cotton and Dolly. How you guys doing? All right, so this is the Cog County bus, and this will be the mobile egg mobile for our egg layers. But this is what we want to do for right now. We want to make this like 2 rooms, kind of like we did in the green coop. So our plan is, look out, Rhonda. Look out, Rhonda. Our plan is to build another wall like this, as you guys can see here, back here. And we're probably going to take one of these nesting boxes out and put it in the green coop and give these guys some room in here, build that wall in here, give these guys some room in here where the Rhode Island Reds can come in the egg mobile. The right, girls? Now what that's going to do is that's going to teach them that the egg mobile is their home. Because if you don't know, chickens, once they realize this is their home, or as we call it, they come in here to roost at night, because chickens are gonna come to the exact same spot every single night. They get in that routine, and it's extremely hard to break them of that routine. So that's why we want to start the Rhode Island Reds off in the Eggmobile. Don't let them go out here yet. And then when it's time, we'll feed and water them in here. And when they get big enough where they can go outside, we're gonna move the Eggmobile out and put that electric poultry netting around it to keep predators out, and move it. Like I said, I don't know how often we're gonna move it. We'll move it on fresh ground for them when it's time to. It's about, I'm guessing, 10 acres we can put them on. Now you may be saying, what are you gonna do with your other chickens? Well, actually, we have plenty of room for our chickens to roost in here at night, the green coop. Now this originally was the silky coop, but Mary Crow has kind of gotten out of silkies. Her passion is pigeons, and it's just, she's so passionate about them. So we rehomed a lot of our silkies. We did, we still got some. Y'all know, see Cheryl and Bobby and Pumpkin, but we did rehome a lot of our silkies. So we got a lot of room in that green coop just for them to sleep at night. It's not like they're going to eat in there. They're not going to stay in there or anything like that. It's just for them to get a little shut-eye until in the morning when Felix and Loki get up and wake everybody up. So today what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to build that wall and move the little Rhode Island Reds into the big boy coop. Yeah. They're kind of like a toddler getting their big boy pants on their pull-ups. That's kind of what stage they're at right now. Hey buddy, your tail, I'm telling you, is getting gorgeous. Just so you know, it's getting gorgeous. Y'all are probably not gonna believe how big these things are. I meant to show them in a couple of videos ago and had it recorded and absolutely forgot to put the footage in the video. But y'all wait and see. Y'all just wait. Y'all think y'all gonna be shocked. They are really, really big. And as you guys can see, they can no longer stay in the brooder. It's time for them to graduate. Now, I did say earlier that we had 12 egg layers, and that was incorrect, to be honest with you. There's 10, because 2 of these suckers here are roosters. Now we do plan on keeping them for now. We're gonna watch them. If they're gonna, we really would like to have at least 1 in there with them, because roosters are a great guard and protector of the flock. So if he's a nice rooster, we don't have any issues with him, then we're gonna keep him. If not, then we're just gonna have to rehome him, or them. Also, what's cool is that, you know, the first few weeks, these guys are extremely timid and skittish. And you open up the thing, they go all crazy. They don't want to be, you know, near you. They're worried about you. But now, they're very social. That's one thing that I like about Rhode Island Reds is it's a great beginner chicken. These and barred rocks. If somebody asks me, what chicken should I start with for eggs? I always say Rhode Island Reds. Usually number 1, barred rocks a close second, for several reasons. They're very docile. They're extremely hardy. They're easy to find. You can almost find these at any feed store or hatchery. They always usually have Rhode Island Reds, and you usually have barred rocks. They are acclimated to cold or hot climates, and they lay a lot of eggs. And both of them are great free rangers too. There's some chickens that are not great free rangers. These guys are great free rangers, extremely docile. They're not flighty birds. So they make excellent, excellent beginner egg layers and non-beginners. This is one of my favorite breeds, the Rhode Island Reds. I think they're gorgeous, and they're just awesome. All right, you guys, we will be heading outside before too long. I know you're gonna be excited. Yeah, I would tell you guys that fall is in the air. But to be honest, we really don't have a fall. It's like it was 80 degrees yesterday, and now it's going to be cold. You can see the dreary, you know, the color outside. The wind's blowing. It's going to be 35 tonight, and yeah, it's like summer, and then no fall, straight wintertime. You can see the leaves are starting to fall off the trees. Crazy. All right, so we're gonna see if we got any wood here, and whatever we don't have, we're gonna run to the hardware store, and I'll try to get started on this chicken coop inside a chicken coop. So we got, I don't want to say super lucky, we just had some leftover wood from the house build, so we don't have to buy anything except a door and some hinges.
That's right. I went down to the barn and I told you I thought we had some, but I wasn't expecting to have everything. Now we are going to compromise because we had some 2x6s, whereas usually we would use 2x4s, but hey, you know, just a little beefier, right?
That's right, and we got it. I say use it. Save that money.
Jason, I want to make a stop.
What's that?
I want to make this thing pretty.
What thing?
The coop.
Oh, okay. What stop you want to make?
I want to stop at, you know, the big box store and see if they got any. I just want them to feel happy.
Oh, you wanting to put the wallpaper inside of it?
Just
Is that what I'm feeling?
Just one piece on the background. We don't have to go all the way around. I just want it to feel like home.
We can. And you know what? Once we get them moved in and everybody's situated, we can put curtains on the nesting boxes too.
Well,
Remember?
we do need to do that.
We used to do that at our old farm a long time ago.
Because you know what?
What's that?
It wouldn't serve its purpose right now with curtains because the Silkies would think that I was trying to give them some privacy.
Yeah.
You know, they're prone to be broody.
Yeah, slightly.
So it seems like every time I go in there, there's one, you know, sitting on an egg thinking it's going to hatch it out.
Right.
So I wouldn't want to do that right now. But these girls that are coming up, the Rhode Island Reds, they're gonna behave. They're gonna only lay eggs in the box. They're not gonna sleep in the box. They're just gonna lay eggs, and I want them to be happy.
Because they're not gonna be freeloaders.
No, no. I've been talking to them, and they told me that they are gonna make me very happy.
Not gonna be freeloaders.
And I told them they already have.
They're so calm now.
They're very calm. They have a very. I'm very pleased.
Good.
So far.
Good. I'm gonna be pleased too when we get scrambled eggs in the morning.
And there's no point in trying to get a close-up parking spot. That's for sure.
Is that one?
Let's go down and come back up, I believe.
Is it expecting mothers? Don't look like it. Oh yeah, I like that.
Do you think they would like it?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, so this is 60 by 102.
Okay.
That's the biggest they make.
That's a round. We don't want
So it would take 2 of these.
Okay.
So I can do this, and I want to go over there and look at one other place.
Okay.
Before we make a decision.
We'll definitely grab those two so we don't have to come back over here.
So I can drop them off if we decide not to.
Yeah, I like those.
You like these?
Yeah, I like those.
So here's my other choice. And it does run the right way. I was scared it was going to run the wrong way. I could get, let's see. It's 90 inches across. So I could do that times 2. What do you think they would like better? Do you think they know their chickens?
Yeah, probably not. I'm digging this.
Okay.
I am. All right, so we made the decision and went with the tablecloth instead of getting the cute chickens. I thought the chicken one was a little too light color, and I was scared it was going to get super nasty. And also, it was over double the price of this. So, you know, I think we did a good job going with the tablecloth instead of the chickens.
Well, the economical side of me said to go with the tablecloth.
Yeah, the tablecloth, not the chickens.
That's right.
And this is actually bigger than the chickens.
It is.
If we'd have bought just the right amount, so.
It's a little bit thicker than that what was sold by the yard. Don't you think?
It is a little bit thicker. And what's great is we can just wipe it off. Mary Carl's is holding up well.
Oh, it looks fantastic.
That's what I thought.
It looks a lot better than that drab brown wall.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
All right, they
You got
do.
it right there, 36 inch.
Yay. 3 of them. We need 3.
No, that one's messed up. This one ain't though.
We don't want a messed up one.
No. We don't want a 32, right?
No.
Okay. 36.
36.
All right.
That way we can put 2 panels on each side.
Got you. All right. Y'all, the temperature is steadily dropping. The sun's coming out, but the temperature is steadily dropping. It's a good bit cooler. It's probably 10 or 15 degrees cooler now than it was, an hour ago. I'm gonna go grab my tools and we're fixing to get started on this little room in the chicken coop or the Cobb County school bus and get these Rhode Island Reds moved. Look, there's the other Roomba. What's going on, Roomba number 2? Gonna take those, I'm gonna take my hammer. Got my drill, and I think that's it. I got my wire cutters, or my 10 snips on the side-by-side. Heat. You guys may be wondering about the cold and heat for them. And honestly, it's something we really don't have to worry about too much here in our area. We have very mild winters here. We may have on occasion, I say on occasion, we usually average 5 to 10 days throughout our entire winter that gets below freezing. And usually by lunchtime, y'all, it's done warmed back up and we're out of that or everything's thawing out by then. We just don't have harsh winters here. Plus all our chickens that we have are cold hardy or can handle it, except the Seramas, which you guys know that Tiny Tim and his crew have that little heater in their coop, so they're perfectly fine. But if we were to get worried for any reason, if we had some kind of crazy weather phenomenon and or it was gonna get like 7 degrees, which is like single digits here are extremely rare. And if it does happen, it's just like one time. Then we can put a heat light in there, kind of like we got in there with the Victoria Crown pigeons. So we got options in case we do get worried, but for the most part, we don't have to worry about super cold weather here in our area. So they're generally pretty much okay. Another option we have is that we can always put plastic on the coops too, kind of like the Victoria Crown pigeons, but just something that we really don't have to do. All right, let's get our saw plugged in and let's get to work. If you guys remember, one thing we did do that I'm so glad that we did is that, of course, we got water at each area throughout the pastures, but we also put electrical outlets. So each pasture has an electrical outlet, and even down where the garden is, our big kitchen garden, all that's got electrical as well. So that makes it easy for, like, if we do need to put heat lights in, or if we want to work on stuff like I'm doing today, I got electricity. What's going on, Cheryl? Looking beautiful. Tommy. There you go. Fifi, grab your tool belt, girl. Let's go. But first I need to get this nesting box out. Girls, you ain't gonna be happy with me, are you? Is there anybody in there? Actually, there's not. That's great. That is good news right there, y'all. Baby. Baby. All right, let's get this nesting box hung up. Voila. And there we go. This side's a little lower, but that ain't no big deal. Now, better. Much better. Look at there. Good deal. These girls ain't gonna know what to think when they come in here and see the nesting box. Oh, me. All right, let's see here. How far out do we want to go for these girls and 2 guys? Let me see.
I was thinking we would come off of that.
Okay.
Because you see how you did down there on the rib?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I was thinking right there.
Okay. That is 52 inches. So the way this bus is made, we call it a bus, this trailer, it's got these metal studs in it, as you can see right here. And they're in between the windows. So I'm gonna put a wooden stud here, and then we'll use this ridge too, which is also like another stud right here. And we'll use that to attach the top to. And, well, actually we won't screw into that. We'll use the sides to attach the top to, and we're gonna have studs coming down. So that should be great. Now I'll measure from there to there, and that tell me where to go over here, because you really can't see in here very well, but I'm assuming that these little rivets are gonna give me indication as to where that metal stud is. And this right here, I just noticed that. So this right here is tied to this, or center of it, so that should be the same over here. So this should be the center stud on this side as well. But let's go ahead and get our studs going here and get this thing put together. Got the room built. Pretty much the room is 100% done, and they could actually go in here. But we had a little issue with our staple gun. Watch this. I don't know what's going on with it. It stapled about 5, 6, 7 staples and stopped. And now it's doing this. Luckily we had our backup stapler, I say backup stapler, our bigger stapler. And well, this is a smaller one. And this is the one that Brooke used, or would use, or still would use, or to put the wallpaper up. So unfortunately, she can't get the wallpaper up today. But the room's built. You think your chickens will be okay without the wallpaper for a little bit?
They're gonna have to be.
We'll just have to go get us a, I mean, I can try to take this thing apart.
I Googled it. And
Yeah.
It's either the switch or the O-rings.
Oh, really?
Either way, it's gonna have to be worked on.
Switch seems to be working. It's not leaking though. It's not like pouring air out.
Well, if it was inside, you wouldn't know.
Yeah. Ugh. So anyways.
Well, I say we just go ahead and move them in the way it is.
Okay.
What do you think?
Move them in.
Because if I wanted to, once I get the, I'm gonna have to have a stapler. I mean, I use it for too many things.
Yeah, that stapler has been used 1,000,000 times.
I can move them into this area while I hang that up and then put them back in their room.
Okay. All right. So, hey, you don't need that square.
They're working on stuff. They're builders.
Good gracious.
Builder turkeys.
And this is why we call them the PITs.
Mm-hmm.
Private Investigating Turkeys.
That's right.
I declare. All right, so Do we need to get water and all ready before we move them?
I actually cleaned out a water earlier.
Okay.
So I would have it ready. I have not filled it up yet.
Okay.
But I gotta go get a feeder because I want a 1 gallon feeder.
Okay. All right. Well, I got tools and all I need to take back, so I can go take those back and grab a feeder.
That'd be good.
How about that?
Good deal.
All right. One water.
I'm thinking.
Right there? Okay. What's going on, Greg? What's up, buddy? How you doing today? Have you checked out the coop? Looks nice. Yeah, it really does. It looks nice. When you have a chance, just walk up there and take a look at it for me and tell me what you think, all right? So we are about to put them in. What's up, buddy?
Is that a boy?
No, it's a girl. All right, so I got 3 of these youngins, and I'm about to head to the new coop. Y'all ready to go school bus? Y'all like riding the bus? Huh? Come on, let's go ride the bus. All right, you guys. All right, you guys. Here you go. See what you think. Oh, my gracious. We can run and jump. Oh, my. Don't pay no attention. That's Loki. He thinks he's something, but he's one of the smallest roosters here, so don't let him fool you. And that's Felix. He's the second, one of the second smallest roosters here. Well, he's the second smallest rooster. Timmy's first smallest, then Felix, and then Loki.
Hey, Loki.
Oh, you got your arm full.
Yeah, guess what?
What?
I got a boy rider.
I see the boy. Look, y'all can tell the difference. Look at here. Look how big he is. Look at that comb.
When
Look
I
at the
put him
size
down, you're going to
difference.
be able to see the difference.
Look at that. Definitely a rooster.
When I put this fella down,
Loud Loki.
he hasn't started crowing yet.
He probably will now since
But
he's
look
out
at
here.
him. Look at how ginormous he
Yeah,
is.
he's a good bit bigger than the rest of them.
They're like, hey there, fella.
All
All
right.
right, girls and boys, we have y'all siblings yet to get.
We got the other
6
half.
more.
6 more.
Ready?
Ready.
Okay.
Mildred. Mildred, it's not time to eat. Mildred. Mildred, it's not time to eat.
No, you know what it is.
Paris, look at all of them.
She wants to go for a ride in the bus.
Is that what it is?
Mildred,
Mildred could pull the bus for us.
can you ride the bus?
Hey, Paris. Paris is getting a good bit sweeter, y'all. Look at that. Yeah, she is.
Here she comes.
Here comes your stepmama. What's up, Mildred? Hey, baby girl. We got 6 more to go get. Yeah. We got 6 more. 6 more. Tucker. Tucker, you found your way here? Huh? Yeah. Tucker says she ain't gonna miss no. She ain't gonna miss the show. Yeah. All right, Tucker, we gotta get 6 more chickens. Come on with us. All right, you guys. Y'all are all in here. You can see that's a rooster right there. See him right there? And then that's the other rooster right there. So this is gonna be y'all's temporary home for a little bit. Stretch your legs out. Yeah. And then shortly, you guys will be outside on pasture. What y'all think? I know it's gonna be exciting. Lots of bugs, weeds and seeds and grasses and berries and Tommy says flowers. There's all kinds of stuff you guys can eat and get into. We want y'all to be super happy so y'all can lay us lots of eggs because we surely need some eggs. Yeah. We know it's gonna be springtime, but still, definitely gonna need some eggs come springtime, you guys. All right. All right, so that's what we'll do. We'll monitor these guys and watch them. And the next step will actually be getting this school bus out on pasture when these guys are ready. I'm super excited, and I know Brooke is too. Cleaned out the coop today and got a good bit of chicken litter here, and this is fixing to go into the compost pile. You guys know this is one of those things that we didn't really have that much. I mean, this is one of those things that I couldn't do this big at the other farm, and I'm stoked. I really am. Making my own compost, because you can go buy your own compost. You can. And here in the last year, I've heard some horrible stories about buying compost and some of it being pretty darn reputable, and it be contaminated with a herbicide, just some residue, and not completely killing their garden completely, but doing some pretty good damage to it. So much so that one gardener I know, they're having to dig it all up. What compost they mixed in their soil, they're having to dig it all up. So making my own and knowing what I'm putting in it is such a relief. And it's gonna take me a little while, I know that, but still, making my own compost is huge for us, really huge for us. And y'all, that is my goal. That is my main goal, is to try to grow as much food here as possible for our family. I got the greenhouse, I got the big garden, big kitchen garden out front. I have plans to build a smaller potager kitchen garden in the back. We have the fruit orchard. I like to have plans to put a smaller greenhouse near the house and the fruit orchard. We have our honeybees. We have our future egg layers that are coming. They're going to be pasture raised chickens. We have our compost pile that we're producing. We have our worm bin right here. We have plans to build the milk barn for our goats, and we milk our own goats and have our own milk. We plan on doing a lot more canning this year, preserve our harvest here from the garden and from the fruit orchard. We have our Harvest Right freeze dryer, so we're going to do a lot of freeze drying this year. So that is our goal. That was one of the main reasons, if not the main reason, to buy this larger farm and homestead, is to be more self-sufficient and try to grow as much food as possible. And we hope you guys just follow us along on this process, because it's going to be a long journey. This is something that's just not going to happen overnight, and hopefully you guys can learn from us and also be entertained at the same time. And hey, listen, we're not experts on all this stuff, so y'all gonna be learning right along with us. I can promise you that.